Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mobile Weekly / Mobile Q&A. We go over all the latest news that happened during the week of mobile and answer your questions live. If you want to have a question, just ask it in the comment section down below and I will answer it before the end of the show. So today there really wasn't that much news, so I decided to kind of start later, and that way we can kind of set up a Cyber Monday video. So what this video will do is basically I'm going to launch it right now, obviously, and throughout the day tomorrow on Cyber Monday, I will update it with links from both Amazon and Best Buy. They're affiliate links, so they do help out the channel, and basically give you guys the absolute best deals. I will not give you guys any deals that aren't that good. I really try to stress on the best quality deals. So all of them will be in the link in the description down below, and I always label what time it was last updated. So for instance, Best Buy will not change their deals until another hour and a half. So I'll actually update that after this video is finished. And for Amazon, we'll start right at about in about 25 minutes or so. That basically their deals should start. Some of them already are continuing, so some of them are continuing, but I've also seen some like go away as I was kind of adding some while I was waiting for the video to start. So again, there really wasn't much news. There was one big news, I would say, that I think will give a lot of people hope, like myself. But it really is just more of answering questions today. So make sure you fire off those questions. Anything you want to ask me, anything you're specifically looking for Cyber Monday deals, so I can keep that in mind when I'm looking through all these deals, please let me know in the comment section down below. All right. And congratulations to our winner. I got their information already, so I will be sending, I have to email them back, and I will be sending their information to Kilabee, which they will send them a brand new gaming chair. So congratulations to the winner. I forgot their name off the top of my head. I think it was Zach. But yeah, so congratulations to the winner for Zachary, sorry. But yeah, congratulations to the winner. Really cool. I forgot what their comment was, but I think it was something about like they had seen their brother have one and thought it was really cool. So now they're getting one. All right, so let's get to the one big news article that was for today, and that is that Samsung is reportedly reducing efforts to minimize the market share for the Note series, but it is not going away. So here's the thing. Basically, that the Note series is going away, but not in 2021. Which is interesting. So here's the thing, that basically Samsung is currently going to put a digitizer on the S21, which you already know, and they're even going to put a digitizer on the Fold 3, which again falls in line perfectly with everything we've heard. However, the big thing is that it will still be on the Galaxy Note 21. However, there will only be one Galaxy Note 21 this time around. So that is pretty interesting because, so for one, I hope Samsung obviously chooses the Ultra variant. If there is only one Note 21, do not make it like a mid, like, oh, well, it's $1,000 Note. Like, no, don't do that. I mean, it would be great for price, but make it have all the specs of the Ultra. The Note, if it goes out, if the Note 21 goes out, if it's the last Note we ever see, we should at least, at the very least, let it go with the bang. It should be the absolute best smartphone of the year next year. It should kill it. It should be everything that we fell in love with the Note before you let it go. Don't let it go out with a whimper. Don't let it like be a version of what the Note 20 was, which was probably the worst phone that Samsung has made this year. It was just overpriced, and it would just, it did not belong. For that price, you could totally get a better phone from Samsung, including the S20 Plus was a better phone than the Note 20 in many aspects. The Note 10 Plus from last year is a better phone than the Note 20. It basically outclasses it in almost every aspect. So it was a real thing that I was just like, please don't let it go with a whimper. Let it just kill it next year and then if you must get rid of it, you must get rid of it. Although I think here's the funny thing that I think could happen. I think this definitely could happen, and that is that I totally see Samsung being all set, like, all right, this is gonna be the last Note, all right, and because it's the last Note, because people, if they do a good job of this phone, it kills it. I think you're going to see a huge surge in Note sales, just because it's the last Note. If they kill it with the specs, if they make everything that the Note 20 was, the Note 20 Ultra was, but better, and lower the price maybe $200, I think that Samsung could completely crush Note sales, and that could make them rethink. Well, maybe, just maybe, we should keep the Note around. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. For me, it would be so sad to see the Note go. Although I will say, if the Fold 3 does have a pen, definitely would love to see that. But the thing that I think that the Fold 3 still will not have, and I hope I'm wrong, I really do hope I'm wrong, but I don't think the Fold 3 will have a better camera. And that was such a thing that, like, in my Fold 3 full review, month later, months later, 2 months later, basically, it's really going to be about, like, man, this phone is great, but I do not like taking photos with it. I really don't. The photo quality is not subpar, subpar for the price. Like, the fact that I rather take it with my Pixel 5 every time, because I run with these two phones on a day-to-day basis. So between these two phones, I'll always take photos with this one instead, just because it's better quality for that. So that's really a big thing that, for me, I hope if the Note 21, if the Note 21 has the better camera than the Fold 3, I don't know what I'll choose next year. I honestly, I obviously have the Fold. I obviously, I really have liked it all in all. But not having the best camera has not been my favorite thing, for sure. Like, it's definitely stood out to me, and it's definitely something that I want to change. So I'll have to wait and see how it goes. All right, guys, so that was the news, and we will get to the Cyber Monday deals in about 18 minutes. So until then, though, I'm going to answer your questions. So if you have any questions you want to ask, just ask them in the comment section right now, and I will answer them before the end of the show. Hey PJ, how are you doing? Hey Maxwell, how are you doing? Hey Evolution, how are you doing? I missed last week, but did you know that your outro didn't have sound? No, I didn't. Thank you for letting me know that. I won't be able to fix that today, like in this video, but I'll check on it after, because that is an interesting thing. Maybe I moved the file around and it doesn't have it correctly. So yeah. I think I turned this down a little too much. Well, we'll see. There, that's a little bit better. All right. I bought a Note 20 with dual SIMs, but it doesn't have Samsung Pay. I tried to download the app, but it didn't work. Do you have any solutions? No, the dual SIM version might not have Samsung Pay, to be quite honest, because not all of the Exynos variants do. So that's my thing. That it's not. Yeah, that's the biggest thing between it, is that. Yeah, because you can sideload it, right? You can go to apkmirror.com and type in Samsung Pay and install it. It'll probably have you, when you try to open it up, it'll have you also install the framework and things like that. But if it doesn't have the built-in security chip that comes with Samsung Pay, which that version might not, it might not be able to be used on there. What fast wireless charging stand do you recommend? There is one on sale right now from Belkin that we'll get to with the Cyber Monday deals that I've already picked out. I picked out probably about 15 deals already. That I was just while I decided to wait till 8:30. I was just seeing what deals were available, so I went through about 10 pages and I already had some deals for you guys. I've been waiting for the Note for a while. Should I get the 10 Plus or the 20 Ultra? 1,000 plus just seems like a lot for a phone, or should I get the 10 Plus and trade in when Note 21 comes out? That might be a good idea. I still think you'll get a good amount of money for the Note 10 Plus if you want to save money for now. The Ultra definitely takes better photo and better video quality. I don't remember. I think it has a better battery life too, because the battery life was better optimized on the Ultra. So overall, the Ultra to me is worth it. But again, I understand like your viewpoint. Like if I don't know if I want to spend that much on a phone right now. Remind me when we're going through the deals, and I'll take a look at what Amazon has right now too for them. Justify ordered the Sprint S20 Fan Edition for my dad, replacing the S8. That's a good upgrade. They gave 500 off and only 833 a month for 24 months. That's an awesome, good price. I'm just hoping 5G works in NY. So for Sprint, yeah, the mid-band is available there, and it's actually pretty fast in certain parts of NY from what I've heard from different reviewers that live in NY. So you should be able to get pretty decent speeds overall. But when it comes down to it, I will say that I think you're getting really good pricing from Sprint right now while you can. I just hope that all of them, which they should be, will be compatible with then T-Mobile's low band as well, because you're going to have Sprint's mid band, which is much faster, but then you want T-Mobile's low band, which as that gets built up, it's really going to be much better. I actually got recently news. I reached out to T-Mobile and told them like, hey guys, my service is really just not that good out here. So really when I was seeing that, I was just like, oh, like, so, you know, because I had recently reviewed the Verizon TCL 5G, which that review is coming up soon. And with that one, it really like stood out like, man, what the heck? Like, you know, my old house, I had great signal for T-Mobile, but my new house, not so much. Luckily, they told me they're actually building a new 5G tower right like down the street from me, essentially. In mid-December is when it's due to be up and running. So I was like, oh, that's awesome. So that's really good. Like, it's always like you have to understand that they're still building it. They're still like constructing these towers and setting them up. So I like that I got that feedback from T-Mobile for that. And they also offer I forget what they call theirs, but they have like a cell phone booster, which, you know, normally you pay for that, but apparently with T-Mobile you get it for free, which I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So if it will basically essentially help your internet speed regular. And people will say, well, why does your internet speed matter when you have Wi-Fi, right? If you have Wi-Fi calling, internet speed shouldn't really matter. But here's the difference. Internet speed, for the most part, is still LTE, basically 5G, is still what text messages go through. So because of that, that's why it matters. They don't go through Wi-Fi unless you are dealing with all RCS messaging. So because of that, that's why it's important, and that's why you might want to get a booster like that. So I might get a booster just because that will help out the signal in my area. But that's also a good feature that we're going to have that soon. Also, I don't know if I can fit that much more stuff over there. I have a lot of, I have so much smart home stuff in this one area next to my printer over there that's just, it's jam-packed. Okay. Let's see. The S Series Ultra should be the Note. I disagree, but that's definitely what Samsung believes. Samsung definitely believes the S Series Ultra is basically a replacement for the Note. I still think they should be kept separate because I think the S series should represent everyday phone, like for everyday consumers, and the Note should be for the best of the best, for the tech consumers, for the people that want, like, I want the best smartphone of the year. That's what the Note used to represent, and I think that's what a lot of people still see it as, even though it's gone down a bit, obviously over the past, I want to say 2 to 3 years. Looking for a thin case for my Pixel 4a. I'm used to minimal brand cases, so your opinion, please. I will I will keep that in our status. So let me Pixel 4a case. So I've added that to my list. So we will go through that when we go through the Cyber Monday deals in about 10 minutes. Only reason why I bought the Note 20 because I had the S10 and the buttons popped off, and I got a good deal on the Note 20. I completely understand that, and again, it's definitely something that I'm not saying that it's not for anybody. It's just it's more for not a few. It's more rare, if it makes sense, because like look, I can say all day like, oh, no one should get this device or no one should get this. But in actuality, that's not always true. Like a lot of people like that specific device finds through, but it's maybe very niche. And so when I say that if device isn't for everybody, I'm saying it's not for the mass of people. Like it's still an upgrade, obviously, like from an S10 per se. But depending on what you need, there are better values or better deals, and maybe you just got a really great deal on it, like you said you did. I know you like SwiftKey, but do you like any other alternatives? I mean, the two main other alternatives is the Samsung keyboard, which is pretty good, and the Google keyboard, Gboard, which is also pretty good. But SwiftKey is my main one. I leave those every time and go to it. Did you see Linus's review on the M1 chip Mac Mini? Yeah, I did. And again, so he pretty much said what I thought would happen. And that is, that it is a real advancement. Just like I said on my, if you're a channel member, you saw exactly what I said about the M1 chips and what I thought they would be and how I thought they would be. And again, I do agree with Linus that what he said at the end, which was Apple's marketing is always BS. Really, I mean, he just said this one's BS, but Apple's marketing is always BS. It's what I hate about them the most. That they basically mislead people so much because they said this was the fastest processor out there. And I knew that wasn't going to be true, right? But here's the problem with Apple. They said that on stage. When the world was watching, they said that on stage. Later that day, off of the stage, on their website, they reiterated that it was, or not reiterated, they corrected themselves. They said, it's the most powerful processor for low power silicon, da 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 da. Like, okay, then you can't say that. Like, you can't make those kind of claims, and that can't be like, Apple should be fined more, in my opinion, for the false claims they make, because they make so many. They really do. And it's very misleading at times, and their marketing is the biggest thing I've always had a problem with. If you want to always know what the issue I have with Apple, it's usually their marketing. And I come from that as a marketing major. I have degrees in marketing, I have degrees in management, but like if I ever would get my master's, if I would ever want to get my master's, my dissertation would entirely be on Apple. Just because in marketing, there is no greater success story of a company, I feel, that found their way purely through marketing. Like, they didn't have the best of anything most of the time. But through marketing, they made themselves appear the best. And it's something that they have done so well with. That there cannot be enough books written about it because it's something that has lasted for so long. But yeah, so that's just a lot of like what I do respect the game, but man, it's just one thing that that they have. But yeah, overall with the M1 chips, I will say again, I thought they would be really great. I thought their what Linus said was true, that Rosetta 2 has shown how virtually simulating a program can be done so much better, but Windows just never did it right. Windows just never did it right. So hopefully they will. You know, Windows is now going to try to put going to try to put ARM, sorry, Android apps on Windows. And I do want to specify that it really should be the RT version of Windows, not full Windows, because Android apps will not work well on Intel processors. They won't. But all those Snapdragon ones that no one should buy right now, if those can run Android apps, then they will actually be better suited for multiple reasons. One, you'll have actual touchscreen input because most Windows computers do have a touchscreen. And two, you're going to have a much better system because, again, just like Apple per se, not only do you have the touchscreen input, which is what their issue is, like Apple apps, iOS apps are not running well on the M1 chip for the most part because of the interface is poorly done. But they will run well if they had a touchscreen, which Windows and Chromebooks already has. Again, my whole thing is that Chromebooks need to immediately, every 2021 Chromebook should be with Qualcomm processors, and it would just be so much better. Because then they'll run Android apps perfectly, and you'll just have a worlds of a better user interface overall. So yeah, that's my thing with them. But I knew they would. I knew they were going to do well. They definitely outclass graphics performance in that price range by far, and they definitely outperform speed of processing by far because it's a smaller processor. Mobile processors have been smaller for a long time already compared to desktop ones. So yeah, it's a lot of things with that. All right, let's see. I have a Note 10 Plus. Should I upgrade to the Note 20? You should not upgrade to the regular Note 20. You should upgrade to the Note 20 Ultra. That would be an upgrade that I think you would like and appreciate. I suppose how long as I have an S Pen, I guess I'm fine. Will you be doing a top 5 smartphones of the year? I usually do a top 10, and yeah, I think I'll do a top 10 smartphones this year. Last year was the only year I think I missed out on, so yeah, I think this year I will definitely do one. So which best tablet on the market, and is this particular tablet great for Zoom meetings and vids? Yeah, the best tablet on the market easily is a Tab S7 Plus, in my opinion. It just runs really well. And again, I say that from an Android perspective. iPads are obviously great. I just think that they are a bit overpriced for what they do. But and all tablets really can be, to be fair. For multimedia, for getting work done, the Samsung Tab S7 Plus is pretty much the way to go. It has the best screen on a tablet right now, period. So it has the best screen ever put on a tablet. AMOLED, 120 hertz display, 1440p. So just everything you could want in a screen. This is a better screen than any laptop, basically, for the most part. Like, you'd have to get really expensive. You're talking about $3,000 laptops to compete with this screen on this $800 laptop, or sorry, tablet. So that one is really good. I use it for all of my Zoom meetings for the most part because I take it on the go, and it has a much better web camera than any laptop in existence right now. So yeah, it's really good. I personally do use it for Zoom meetings. It's very loud too, and the sound quality is much better than most laptops as well. So yeah, that one is definitely the best for that. However, if you don't need all the bells and whistles, the Tab S5e would be the better screen quality, and the Tab S6 Lite would be give you the functionality of an S Pen while still being good quality. Those are both good quality ones. and the Tab S7 Plus is the best quality one out right now. What's the best settings to take? What's the best setting to take off the moon on the Note 10? Wait, what? Did I miss something? What do you mean by take off the moon? To take a photo of the moon, do you mean? You don't have the zoom for on the Note 10, unfortunately. Even the Ultra doesn't really do as good of a job as you would like to unless you're in the countryside. Definitely can't be under city lights. By the way, I read that Samsung possibly killing the Note. I think it will be the biggest mistake ever. Do you like any other phone but my Note? So if you caught the top of the news when we started the show, they are not killing the Note 2021, it looks like. It looks like 2022 will be the death of the Note, but they're going to give it one last year to come out with a bang. Yeah, it's not sound in... Oh, it hasn't had the sound for a while now on the outro. Thank you guys for letting me know now. I will make sure to take a look at that. 5G sucks in Texas. Sorry about that. Yeah, it doesn't work a lot of places. Thoughts on the 970 EVO Plus SSD for 140? Yes, that is a good deal. That was one of the ones we listed on our Black Friday deals, if I'm not mistaken. That is a good deal for sure. The EVO Plus is really good. I don't think anyone really needs the 980 Pros. So yeah. Or wait, was that the 970 or the 980 EVO Plus? Because I thought... Yeah, so the 970 EVO is still a really good price. I think most people would definitely need that. Unless you need the NVMe 4, which most people I would probably say don't, unless you're going to go to upgrade your PlayStation 5, it should be really good. All right. What do you know about the S21? How will it compare to the Note 20 Ultra? Oh God, we covered the specs on the Note 21, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks ago. I don't remember all of them off the top of my head. Let me see if I can quickly find that spec sheet for it that I created. Yeah, unfortunately, I do not see it off the top. While looking for it, I just create... I really do need to organize more. No, I don't see it, unfortunately. But yeah, I had done the specs for it, and... Oh, wait. Okay, so... I have not the photo, but the existing one. So the main thing that the S21 Ultra is going to have is it's going to have a brighter screen compared to the Note. It's going to have S Pen support as well. It's going to have a 10 times optical zoom, which we've never seen in a smartphone, to my recollection. It's going to have a 5,000 milliamp battery, so bigger than the 4,800 you have on the Ultra. And screen size will actually be a slightly smaller 6.8 versus the Note having a 6.9. But this one will have a 120 hertz 1440p display, so get the best of both worlds. And a bigger sensor for the main camera. So that's going to be the main stuff for it. And that's in comparison to it. The Note 20 Ultra is a beast, and the best deal, 900 trade-in launched for the Note 10, 120 hertz and Xbox. Yeah, I saw that they're giving the Xbox controller with it now and everything like that. Yeah, I'm still debating. Yeah, I'm still debating on something. Yeah. Ricky, hey, R. Rawson, how you doing, sir? Is Nova Prime on discount currently? Do they even discount during Cyber Monday? I don't know if they discount anymore. I bought my Nova a long time ago. I mean, its full price is like $5. It is well worth that price. I mean, because again, I've never. I mean, it's been $5, and I bought it many years ago. Yeah, it has gone on sale for like $3 or $2.50, so it has gone on sale for those prices. I just don't know if it's on sale right now. Next level gaming is mobile Xbox Game Pass and the Magu controller with 120 hertz, 5 clock. We'll see. 5G is still not where it needs to be for it to be ready now. For it to be anywhere near for gaming, I would much prefer a Wi-Fi 6 connection to 5G at the moment. If the Note is leaving Android line, then I think it's time for me to move on. The iPhone 12 Pro Max looking good. It's okay. I mean, I have the iPhone 12 here right now, and I'm going to be doing a video on it later today. So yeah, it has some good qualities. The screen really is good on the iPhone. Like, you could tell that Samsung made it, and even though it doesn't have that refresh rate, it's good. It's glitchy though still for a power user. Again, I always tell people, like, it crashes all the time. iPhones crash all the time. I've never had an iPhone where it didn't crash. In the first 10 minutes with this iPhone, really using it, and it's just been like, it's so glitchy. I hear the Note 21 will be made it properly done. Won't be a high flagship device. Also, suggestions on the Type-C hub for the tablet. I hear Anker's pretty good. Anker has a pretty good one. Yeah, I'll take a look at that. Type-C hub. We'll take a look at some Type-C hubs and see which one's the best one right now. When you buy Nova Launcher Pro and Prime, install it on your own Samsung phones with your Google account. If you want to install on another phone, but this time a non-Samsung but Oppo phone, if it has the Google Play Store, it should still be fine. Are you saying the Oppo phone doesn't have one? Then you would have to probably sideload Nova, and then I don't know if you can get the Prime version of it then without that. Yeah, so we're going to answer these last bit of questions, and we're going to get to the Cyber Monday deal. So we'll just answer these last ones. News today: the Note 20 Ultra just broke records as the best-selling phone of the year. Check out Ricky. Broke records as the best-selling phone for Samsung for the year, maybe? That would be kind of surprising, and it could again be just because Ultra sales. Unfortunately, everything is just talking about Cyber Monday deals, so I do not see any that breaking news that you mentioned. If you can tell me what it was on, and then I'll look that up, but I do not see any of that reporting. Do you need to purchase it again if you want Nova Launcher Prime or Pro on another phone? No, once you purchase it, it's yours, so you own it forever. So, like, I purchased it, I think it was probably on my Note 2 or S3 or something like that, and I've had it ever since. Or, sorry, no, it was probably like, it probably wasn't that old. I think it was around the S5, Note 4 era. Where do you get your info about the new devices? Is it just internet rumors or sources in Samsung? A little bit from column A, a little bit from column B. I have gotten sources inside of Samsung before. I have one guy that comes in here called Mullet Baby who, let's just say he knows his stuff. So that's another one. And then internet rumors, not always per se. I try to go more for ones that have more like evidence than that. I will mention internet rumors, but I won't label them as anything more than internet rumors if I do talk about them. Good evening, Ricky. Congrats on being a YouTuber with the best engagement with the audience, brother. Your thoughts on the LG G8X? Have you tried it as well as on the fence with the getting the 8T? Your thoughts? So the LG G8X I thought was a really solid phone for sure, but to be honest, I think the LG Velvet would be a better play. Although the LG G8X maybe might have a better processor overall, even though it's last year's flagship versus this year's mid-range, the Velvet did a better job, especially if you're planning on doing the dual screen stuff. So they, I did test it out last year. Yeah, that was one from last year, right? Yeah. Um, I did test it out last year. Juan Carlos Bagnell let me borrow his, and it was awesome for what I had it for. But I could definitely see the refinement for his coverage on a dual screen phone that was really well off. As far as the OnePlus 8T, I think it was really good for the price if it's on the sale that it was on for Black Friday. OnePlus 8T. So I actually don't see it on sale anymore. It was on sale for $599. So for that price, that was a really good deal, but I don't see it on sale anymore. At least just doing a quick search on Amazon. But that was a price definitely worth getting it for sure. But I don't know about at regular price for $749. I wouldn't get it. Can you recommend a cable that can do both fast charge and fast data transfer, both C and micro USB? So you cannot do both of those with both of those cables. So meaning that if you're talking about like a USB on one end and either an adapter or something like that where it has both a micro and a type C, that will not fast charge as fast because the micro can only go up to a certain amount of speed, whereas the type C can go much faster. So you'd want to get two separate cables for that to really get the fastest version of type C you can get. We'll go through some type C cables. We'll see what's on sale right now and we'll see that. So yeah, we'll add that to the list. I had a really good one, so I'll check it out to see if that one is on sale. So yeah, all right. Once Game Pass comes out for Apple, I'm out. I mean, it'll be running on Safari, but that's about it. Can you recommend a PD charger that's fast charging for the Note 10 Plus? Yeah, we'll go over that. Got it. So a YouTuber reported that it was the best sales. I don't see the video that he has, but it's something I would just have to look more into. Maybe I'll talk about it next week. All right, guys, and with that, let's get to the sales for Cyber Monday. So first off, I have a couple, and as I drop them into the chat, I will go over them. So we have a Sony TV, a 65-inch that is going for $798. It's Sony, so it's really good in terms of that. So I would definitely take a look at it if you're looking for a 4K TV. Then we have an LG Gram. It's a 14-inch. Basically, this is kind of a great competitor to the new MacBook with the M1 chip. This one is extremely long battery life, 18.5 hour batteries. So really long battery life. It's a Gram, so it's very lightweight. i7, 16 gigs RAM, 512 SSD. Really good solid overall for $1147, so it's in line with the MacBook Pro pricing basically. Really good basically if you want the the Windows version of that. Then we got the Moto Edge, which is the same price, $400. Great phone for that price, so definitely can check it out. Then you have the Sony headphones, the M4s for $278. The Bose QC35-2s, those are coming in at $199. Again, same pricing that we had before. Sony in-ear M3s, those are going at $168. One of the best mesh router systems and Wi-Fi 6, one of the cheapest Wi-Fi 6 routers you're going to get, and that is the Amazon Eero. This is the Wi-Fi 6 version, which is really big. A big important thing about the Amazon Ring discounts, they went down by $10 since Black Friday, which kind of sucks because I bought mine for my mom on Black Friday, but $10 is not the worst thing ever. But yeah, so this one for $150, you get the Doorbell 3, and you get the Echo Show 5 for $150. On Black Friday, that was $160. So it did go down since then. All right. And then we have a SanDisk microSD card, the fastest speed for $80. So if you are looking for a huge storage to add on to your Android smartphone, or for anything that needs a microSD, that's a really good price for it. And then we have the Belkin wireless charger stand. This is a 15 watts, so that's pretty much the fastest you're going to get on most smartphones for $35, and it's a standing one. You can get the flat one for $25 if you want that one. It's in the same link. So yeah, those are the ones that I pulled for you guys before the show, so you guys can go ahead and start taking a look at those while I pull up some new ones. So I'll refresh this. I did want to take a look at these lights from Ring to kind of see if there's anything good here I can tell you guys about. These are pretty good. I think if you want to start a studio, this is a really good way to go. I'm not a fan, just like I feel like most long-term YouTubers, if you're not into fashion, most YouTubers are not fans of the ring light, simply because you get that glow in your eye, and it just, I don't know, it just doesn't look as good quality. This isn't a bad tripod, but we saw one that was better, a 2-in-1. I don't recommend tripods now unless they're carbon fiber. From a person that's done YouTube for a long time, it's better to invest in a carbon fiber one for the long run, because the aluminum ones are really so much heavier in comparison, and carbon fiber is not only lighter, but it could support more weight. So yeah, so I wouldn't recommend that one. These aren't bad. They have a light switch, and they can be battery operated. I run batteries on a lot of my stuff. I have a monitor right here that's running off of batteries too. So yeah, there definitely can be good when it comes to it. But all right, someone asked me about a case, so a minimal case for the Pixel 4a. I mean, Spiegel's an okay one. I like a little bit more protection. I don't know if, I think, does Ring Key have one? Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so these two are really good ones. Looks like this one's not on sale. I mean, they're not that expensive. This one I would prefer the Fusion X, right? But if you're looking for a good one, the regular Fusion, very minimal, clear. You even have the smoky black one if you want that one. It's 20% off, so you get a little bit more extra. But yeah, if you're looking for a Pixel 4a case, I think this is a really good one to go with. Whoa, Luca, any deals on Samsung? Thank you so much for the super chat donation, man. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. All right, so let's get to what you're asking for with that super chat donation. Any deals on Samsung tablets? I'm looking for 2 Tab S6 or 2 Tab S6 Lite. Let's go ahead and take a look to see what we can find. So Galaxy Tab S6. Okay, so we have this one. And this is a cellular version. That's an Exynos version. Is that the regular one? Okay, so it looks like it's sold out. So for the 64 gig for the Tab S6 Lite, you're looking at $249, which is not a bad deal for sure. So that one is for $264. And let me put this in our deals too. For $250. So that one is for $250. For the Tab S6, let's see what we have here. So this one is going for $520. It only comes in blue right now, but for the Tab S6, it comes in at $519. I will check after Best Buy to see if they have a better deal. So make sure to check out the video later, and I will update it if Best Buy has a better deal as well. Because again, their deals don't start till 10 p.m. PST. And not all of them even start at that time. Some of them do start at midnight. So it's a tier rollout that they do. But yes, this one's $520 for that price. Hopefully those help. Let me know if anything else. Okay. So then someone did mention this deal. So this one is the Samsung Evo. We talked about this one already. So this one is the Evo Plus SSD NVMe SSD. So really good if you're upgrading your storage. We did mention it on the other day for the, I think it was a Black Friday, and I think it was the same price. $150. So definitely good for the price. If you wanted to upgrade your storage, I think this is a really solid one to do that with. Again, let me know what you guys want me to look for while I am pulling up all these deals. All right, so someone asked for a USB hub. So let's take a look at what's available out there. I have bought a couple, so I actually wonder if any of these are the ones that I have bought. Is this one I bought? No, not that one. Aki usually does really good quality, and see, this is the kind of stuff you want to look for. I'm pretty sure I bought a Anchor version at least. And I think another one that I might have bought was something that supported the Switch, the Nintendo Switch as well. So, alright, let's see some of these. Maybe it was this one? Buy it again. Yeah, so this one I bought before. Okay, so this one's 7.1. So this one does not say how much power through you can get, which you want to verify that, right? You need to know that, hey, will this charge a laptop while doing that? And this one doesn't tell me that, so I would just exit out because of it. So see, this one's telling you that you can still deliver 100-watt power charging, so that's really good. And this one has Ethernet, it has microSD, it has full USB, it has one Type-C, so that's also another thing, right? So this one has an HDMI, a USB, so this one's a really solid one for 28. Let's see if we have a better price one. So this is a better price because it has a savings on it, and this one's from Anker. It has 100 watt. It has HDMI, microSD, full SD, regular PD, and this one also has. So it has 2 USBs and USB Type-C for data. It doesn't have the Ethernet one, but this one's one that I would definitely recommend. And this one comes out to 30. This one comes out to 24 bucks, so good for the price. So that is a good one for the price right now for sure. I will look at Lightstrip deals after the next 2 things we have going on right now. So this is another one from Aki, less ports. This one is going for 25. I would say if you need an Ethernet, then maybe you want to take a look at this one, but otherwise the other one's cheaper. So I'll put with Ethernet. I mean, it's a $2 difference, but if you want Ethernet, and both of these brands are good. Aki and Anker are both really good brands. I would say Anker has a little bit higher quality, but yeah, that's definitely the difference, some of them. And then so this one I got because it works with the Nintendo Switch, which is hard to find. And this one, I've purchased it twice, and that's why I got this one, because it does work with the Nintendo Switch, and it also works with the Samsung smartphones. So if you're looking for a basic one for that kind of stuff, this is one that is really good for those two. For Nintendo Switch and Samsung phones. And this one's 24 bucks, so good pricing right now to definitely get all of these things. I think, to be fair, I think I only bought this twice because of the fact that it was like I lost it and then I found it. So yeah. All right, so those are some hubs for you guys. Now you're looking for some cables. Is this the one that I got before? Yeah, so this is a solid one. This one does up to 100 watt fast charge, and it comes in 3 sizes. So you can get the standard 6.6 or you get the 10-foot. I have the 10-foot one. This is literally the one I have at my work desk at work for basically anything that I need to plug in, whether it be my phone, whether it be my laptop, whether it be, well, not my laptop, but my tablet. My laptop doesn't can't charge off Type-C. It needs more than 100 watts. But it is really great, and it goes to 480 transfer speed. So this is a solid one that you would want to get for sure. So this one I would definitely recommend for most people. And it's really good pricing. Like, I might just buy another one just because it's one of the best ones that I found for good quality. I have a 10-foot one. I might just get another 6-foot one just because. And there's so many times when I need another Type-C, just always. So yeah, this one's a really good one to go with for that. So yeah, so it's 12 bucks. Okay, and if you guys are looking for anything, and it's braided, so I mean, I haven't had any issues with this one, so it's really good quality. Now, if you are looking for USB-A to USB-C, I have gotten this pack. It's a really good pack, and it's nice because it has a little light at the end of it, so if you're plugging in the dark, it's just nice to always know that it's charging, it's working, right? So this one, is good for for Quick Charge 3.0, and it comes with 3 different sizes, so it's kind of just like an all-around good cable for that purpose. 3-pack, and it does support QC 3.0. So again, if you're looking for PD, that's different. That's the first one. This one is more for just quick charge ones. So older car chargers for sure, and things of that nature. But I mean, you're talking about for $8 right now, it's a really good deal. You get 3 Type-C cables for $8, so not a bad deal at all. Again, these are the kind of things that like they're priced so well, you just might want to get some extras just because. And good quality. I have had my son break one of them at the end. So not this bending part, but the end of it, he did break it. So I wouldn't say they're good enough to be childproof, but other than that, good quality for sure. So yeah, but those I think will cover most people for Ask. In terms of micro USB, they actually have micro USB too. So let me see if it'll come up. The micro USB cables. So they do have a micro USB. It's a little bit less, of course. And again, this does still support faster quick charge speed. So yeah. Three-pack. I don't know if Quick Charge 3.0 went to, if it got as far as Quick Charge 3.0. It does say Quick Charge, but I don't know if it is Quick Charge 3.0. It might only be Quick Charge, what do you call it? Quick Charge 2.0. All right, so yeah, that Nomad cable doesn't do a really good job of fast charging. That's what I meant by having both. You're only outputting at the speed that the micro USB can. I have the Nomad one. I have both versions actually. I have the longer one and the short one. So I have both of those versions. Unfortunately, you're limiting it by micro USB speed. So the Type-C one can do much faster than you can for that. So yeah. And then for a power adapter, I think someone said a good PD charger. That's the 20-watt one. This is one we're going to be covering shortly with iPhones. That's a really good charger for iPhones. But was this one I recently got? That is the one that I recently got. So this is one that I recently got. Basically, so there's a new technology that I hadn't really talked about too much, and it's graphene, GAN. It's graphene something something. I forget what the term is, but so this one is up to 100 watt. This is the one that I have at my house as well, or sorry, at my job as well. So this is a 100-watt charger, and I mean it's just great. Like it's not the smallest one, and I'll go towards Anker for a 60-watt one for that. But for 100 watts, I mean this is, let's see, another $8. That's 32. So we're talking $24 right now. I might buy another one of these because it's such a good price. I'm literally going to be buying all this kind of stuff for myself today just because it's good to have backups. It's good to have backups. So for $24, this is a 100-watt PD charger, dual charger, and yeah, just great for everything you need when it comes to that. And then the other good one would be Anker. Let's see if it comes up. I don't know if they sell it anymore, but they had it and it was really good. This is kind of like the Anki version of it. Anchor 60 watt. Because it's smaller than this. I have it right here. Let me see if I can see the name of it. PowerPort add-on PD1. See, it's like such a small one, like very tiny. But maybe this is a 30 watt. Let me see. Yeah, so this is actually a 30 watt then. Yeah, 30 watt. Okay, so yeah, this was the original 30 watt. Now they have a new 30 watt, I think. So yeah, so this is it. This one, not on sale today, so automatically out. But this one's good for Anki. It's 26 bucks, but again, for the price, you can get it cheaper for that one. So I won't even recommend this one. Okay, now someone asked for a light strip. So let's see if we can get any good light strips. I'm assuming smart light strips. Like the ones I have back here are all from LifeX. I just bought a bunch, so I've been using those. But let's see if there's any good ones out there. So what I consider smart is being able to use it from your phone as well. So a lot of them can actually now for really inexpensive. I mean, this one looks like it. But the problem is that you have to understand I have not reviewed these. I have not used them. So that's my worry about recommending any of these to you guys because I've never heard of these brands. I'm sure a lot of them are good quality, but, you know, exception of Energizer over there, I haven't heard of any of these brands. Philips isn't really on sale right now, and that's just the extension, I believe. Sylvania, I know that brand. 35 isn't that bad for that price, so. Casa, I definitely know this brand, but it looks like it's sold out right now. Yeah, unfortunately, I just don't know many of these. You know what, I feel more comfortable recommending this one because this one looks like it has actually a decent app overall for what you're getting. So I'll recommend this one if you're looking for a light strip. It works with Alexa and Google, which is always a good sign. And it's going for 22 bucks. I mean, it's not that much of a sale, but if you're looking for one that just does it, I'm sure this will work. Again, my thing is just you always have to kind of be careful with it. Also, if you can't stick it to certain things, so for me, I can tell you I had to get a double-sided tape in order for mine to work for the couch. So yeah. Do you need to, and mark cable. I'm not sure what you mean by earmark cable. Do you need an earmark cable for a 100-watt charge? Well, again, I'm not sure what you mean by ear watt. I haven't heard of ear marker. Oh, is it just like a chip that regulates it? Well, this one again was the first one that came up even with that, so I'm not sure if this one does have it, and I just didn't. No. But it is Amazon's choice for earmark cable, but it did not come up on their search. And it does say that, so it does have an earmark cable built into it. So the one I did pick has it. But yeah, so it seems like it just regulates the charge, which is important, obviously. That honestly should be in the receiving end, though. Your smart devices should be regulating the charge themselves. But I mean, yeah, you definitely should want that. And this Sylvania one is looking like a pretty good price for it. Again, I know the brand. I have not used this, so I just want to specify that. So if you ask me between the two, I would trust Sylvania more. For 36 bucks compared to 22, to me, knowing a brand that is going to be around and probably has more app development is probably a good idea to go with. Okay. So let's see what other questions that people have. So surge protectors for a laptop. Just like a regular surge protector? I mean, yeah, this is the one that these are the two main ones that I usually go with. Good amount of joules that it covers, 2,000 and 4,300 on here. I'm not sure if you mean like a battery backup. That is something different. Let me know if that's what you mean. But I mean, this one's usually the one that I always go with just because the versatility of moving them back and forth is so good. This one I usually recommend too, but it's not on sale right now. So I probably would go with just the standard one then for that price. There was a smart surge protector that I did do, which is the Casa power strip, and this one is on sale right now. And this one is literally what works, what makes my new studio setup work is this power strip. So if you're looking for a smart power strip, this is definitely the one to go with for that. And this one does work with both Alexa and it's still rather pricey because it's 60 bucks, obviously. But again, if you wanted a smart power strip, this is definitely a good one to go with. Great quality, great app. I literally had to change everything on it, so I just used it again. But if you're just looking for a regular surge protector, then this is a good one to go with. For 25 bucks, obviously just can't really beat it. That's good. We're getting a lot more accessories for you guys, which I think are a lot better priced than a lot of the Black Friday coverage I had. So I'm glad that I'm getting to give you guys what you're really looking for. Okay, I'm going to start on more of the deals, and then we will be calling it. We'll call it around 10, and then I will be adding the Best Buy ones after the video. But we have gone on a little long, and I'm sure my wife is already probably kind of like, what the heck? Any good deal on portable hard drives? So I want to specify, Mike, do you want a portable hard drive or portable SSD? Because those are two very different things. I myself would recommend more a portable SSD at this point. Just because the speed difference is just so big. And I think it's just well worth it to get it. So let's take a look at SanDisk pricing right now. And it is better if you do go with the T7. I don't need the T7 security one for the difference because, again, it's 1,000 versus that. But yeah, let's see. So, okay, well, since that one has it, you're going for 119, 125, I probably like this one better. Okay. So these are two different generations, right? This one goes up to 154. So this one is only 126 bucks, whereas the new one for 1 terabyte is no. I'm not even gonna. No, don't even get the other one then. For that difference, for double the speed, for 25 bucks more or 24 bucks more, definitely get the T7. It's well worth it. I have the T5. I literally was using it today. So I have the T5. Again, it's not bad or anything like that, but for 25 bucks more, it's double the speed. So definitely worth it. Obviously for the plugs that accept it, but I mean that's just well worth the price. So for 150 bucks, that is a really good one to go with. So yeah, I would recommend it for that price difference of $25 difference. That is easily a great deal. So the newer one basically has the fingerprint scanner on it. I mean, unless you really need to secure your stuff, like you're in the office, sure. But yeah, I mean, not really the main thing. Okay. Ooh, that's a nice looking RAV Power one. Yeah, see, this is the new one, same speed. So it really is like, yeah, it's even smaller, I think, too, which, you know, great. It's like thinner, that's what it is. I think it's thinner. But for $50 in that, you're only really getting the fingerprint scanner and a thinner. So I don't see it as worth it. All right. Hopefully that helped you guys out. Let's go ahead and check a look at, see if any deals are really stand out. Now, I will go through this kind of quick because I went through the first 10 pages already. I'm just going to keep scanning to see if there's anything different here. But again, if you're looking for something in particular, let me know, and then we will be calling it. So this is an Anchor stand, wireless charging stand for 10 watt. Not a bad price, but it doesn't come with the power plug. So I would rather you get the Belkin one that was on sale for, or rather recommend. You get the Belkin one that was on sale for 35, and and it's 15 watt, so it's faster than this one, and has that. If I see any that I feel like I should talk about, I'm just going to talk about it real quick. Yeah. Okay, I don't think any of them have changed, but again, the Anchor one wasn't there before, so obviously some have kind of changed around a little bit. Only 10% off. These are still always good ones for smaller stuff. So like, I did only recommend the Extremes last time on the last video, but you still could get these for like I just bought a car dash for my wife's car. So a 128 for 15 bucks is great for that, right? So just, you know, they still have their place, but for most people, I would recommend going the Extreme route now, just because I feel like you're better off going that route. And I posted the 512 one earlier, but obviously you can get the different sizes that you want. Any TVs specifically to play 51st Date on a big screen? Thank you for reminding me about 51st Date questions. I do not have the video on here, I think. No. But yeah, 51st Date Questions is a game. We do have it on the links in the description right now, although those will be gone later. But it's a great way if you want to be able to have a great first date. 51st Date Questions is an app created. It's available on Android and iOS, and one that I think you definitely will have a lot of fun with and will be a good time if you download it. I don't like too many of these car chargers just because I'm more of a fan of PD car chargers at this point, and these are full-size USB. So yeah, this is the Wi-Fi 6 one that's on the list already. Thank you, Quiet Storm, for putting that one. And I will check on TVs. You said any TV? Let me know if you're looking for a specific screen size so I can narrow it down. That USB dock is still on sale. This is actually the card reader I use for, well, now mine has a built-in one, but I remember I had a laptop that didn't have a built-in SD card reader. This is a really good one to go with if you're looking for one. Yeah, nothing really stands out in this price range still, or not in this price range in these sales. The Samsung FE is still on sale. Okay, so yeah, these are the Manfrotto deals. You know, I will say this: like, if you want a good smartphone clip, Manfrotto is like the best quality in like tripods and all this kind of stuff. There's a lot of other good ones out there, but all in all, I would always recommend Manfrotto products if you're looking to do any kind of filming or anything like that. So that clip is a really good deal. It's very niche, so I'm not going to put it in the list. But if you're looking for a really good clip, this one is a really good one to take a look at for 15 bucks. I know it's expensive because a lot of clips come for free, but trust me, you're going to get better quality. And just like that too, like it has a shoehorn at the top, so you can add to it something like a light or something else that just fits in with there. So those are the kind of things that are just like, man, that's the kind of thoughtfulness you get with Manfrotto, I would say. Um, Let me see. If there is a tripod, I might put it on there. No. Besides that, there's just the Gorilla Pods and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, this one for $549 is still probably the best smartphone deal you can get if you just want to get a smartphone. For $550, I mean, it's such a good price for that phone. And again, this is without any trade-in too. So I mean, think about that. Like that you could always sell your phone. Say if you sell your phone for 300 bucks, and this phone costs you 250. So. Ooh. So this one I've gotten before. So this is up to 60 watt. So not as, I won't recommend this one because of that, but this one's 60 watt. The difference is this one does have Ethernet from Anker and HDMI. So I've purchased this one before, but it's 60 watt, which I just feel like getting 100 watts better right now for most laptops. Like if you're going for a 15 inch, 60 watt probably isn't enough. 60 watt will definitely be enough for like a 13.3. But yeah, so I recommend going with the other one that I shared earlier. And this is the other router system that was really good. This is probably the one that I am going to buy next. It's a really, really good company. I use their Wi-Fi 5 version right now, so the one right below this is the one I have for my home right now. But I've loved their quality of products, and their apps are very simple. So I think this is a really good one to take a look at. It is a little bit more than the Aero actually right now, but I would probably get this over the Eero, even though Eero is backed by Amazon. I just saw a review from Modern Dad. If you check his channel out, he just did a review for the Eero, and it did have some drawbacks to it. Oh, wait. Oh, you were saying the 8T though earlier. Oh, the 8 went up in price for today. Yeah, the 8 was $599 yesterday, so it went up in price. I don't know if I've spent a lot right now, and I don't necessarily need a new router. I do want to see the Wi-Fi 6. I'm going to reach out to TP-Link to see if they'll send us one. But yeah, I've spent a lot of money right now. I've spent literally probably Black Friday about over almost 2,000 probably. Gifts, family, and all this kind of stuff. And also the setup. That took about 500 right there. Okay, so not really anything there. Let's see TVs real quick before I leave. Put it by category. I mean, that's really good for the price. TCL 50-inch for 400. Featured deals. Here we go. Okay. So you have a Samsung going for 400 for a 32-inch. That's not good. Yeah, again, it always depends on what size you're going for. To get a QLED though for 400, that is really good. So that is one that definitely stands out. However, this doesn't say it's on sale. It might be one of those that just come out for Black Friday. I'm assuming that's what this is, because for it to have that, it has Roku. I really do prefer Android TV now, which is funny because a year ago it was the opposite. But that is really big to get a QLED TV for that price is really good for a 50-inch. So I will put this on here. I do truly believe this is one that's like one of those Black Friday onlys, because you don't get QLED for that price usually. All right. Oh, this isn't bad. This series, the TU800 series, was the previous one that I had before I went to QLED displays. So this one's not bad at all for a 50-inch. Now, which one would I get between the two? Ugh, I do like Samsung, and I like their new split screen thing, which I don't think they show off here. But this is a 2020 model, so it should have that. Basically, if you have a Samsung smartphone and get this, you can actually tap the side of the TV or just mirror it, like fling it up, and have a split screen with half of the side being your phone and half of the side being your TV. So that was one thing, yeah. All right, guys, those are two deals. But yeah, so I will, again, work on all this stuff afterward for Best Buy and all that kind of stuff tonight. And again, check back on this video later, because I will be updating them as they come out. Thank you guys always so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. social media right here. And of course, check out our latest video up there. And right down here, you're going to find the perfect video for you. Or at least that's what YouTube tells you. Thanks again.